Hey chillers, how's it going? I am your horror homie Vass, and today's video is going to be 2 tags that I'm going to be doing. But before that, I just quickly want to do a quick plug. I have been invited by Gareth from Video on JCT's channel, and he has been doing these watch along parties where he invites someone to his live stream and they watch a movie. And he was kind enough to invite me to one, and I was delighted to accept. That movie is one of my absolute favourites. It is The Burbs, and I absolutely love this. It's like my #1 comfort film. It's like my favourite Joe Dante film, my favourite Tom Hanks film. I adore this film. I've seen it so many times, and I'm totally looking forward to joining his stream and doing the watch party for The Burbs. So if you like the movie, please come and join us. It's going to be on the 27th of January, that's a Thursday at 8 PM GMT. Please consider coming along. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's been doing a lot of these watch parties, and I've got to say, Gareth has been picking some banger films. He's done Lethal Weapon, Arachnophobia, 2 films I flipping love. And after mine, I think there's going to be it's going to be Last Action Hero, which I am totally jealous because I flipping loved Last Action Hero. So that's going to be awesome as well. So I'll leave a link to Video TSC's channel in the description below. Yeah, please come along in it, and yeah, I'm going to have a good time. It's going to be awesome. Right, that's out of the way. Let's move on to this tag, and I'll be doing the most recent tag first, and that is I've got my sheet of paper here. It's Full Moon 1973 top 5 horror films from 1980 tag. That's what we're going to be doing first, and I'm going to do a special mention at the beginning. This is not in the top 5, and that is well, the main reason for that is that it's not actually a film, but it is horror, and it's a TV show from that I used to love when I was a kid, and that is Hammer House of Horror. I don't know if you've seen that, but you know, I watched that. I couldn't have been more than 6 or 7 when I saw that, and it freaking scared the crap out of me. It's I don't have very many memories from that age, but one of them is watching Hammer House of Horror. It had that sort of effect on me. So it's definitely worth looking out for. If you can find it, you should watch it. I think there's like one season, like 10 episodes, but they're all great. Really good episodes, really interesting stories. Yeah, definitely Hammer House of Horror, highly recommended. Okay, right, let's get this top 5 in earnest. And at number 5 we have The Ninth Configuration. That's directed by William Peter Blatty, and it's his directorial debut. He wrote The Exorcist, directed this one and wrote this one, and wrote and directed The Exorcist 3, which, as you may know, is my all-time favourite movie, horror film. Might be my all-time favourite movie. I have to think about that. Yeah, so this is a great film, really good film. I think I probably saw it maybe when I was in my 20s, and it's probably a good thing because it's a very like cerebral film. It's very talky, but it's super interesting. It's got really like snappy, funny dialogue. It's got awesome characters, really good acting. You'll probably notice some actors from Exorcist 3 and The Exorcist. The movie is sort of like a meditation on faith and belief and religion. Those themes also, you'll find them in Exorcist and Exorcist 3, but this one is not supernatural. It's about this like army captain played by Stacey Keach, and he's been asked to go to this it's like a castle, and but they're using it as like a sanitarium, and it's full of these patients that are like apparently crazy, and they've all gone AWOL, and they're all saying, I've gone AWOL because I'm super crazy, and the army want to know, are these people really crazy, or are they just saying it just so they don't get put in prison for going AWOL? So they sent in Stacy Keach, who's like I said, is an army captain or something, and but he's also a psychiatrist. But as the movie goes on, you come to know that like Stacy Keach is actually crazier than all the inmates in the place, and he's really like all the way through. He's super calm, and but it's like you can see something like bubbling inside, and at the end of the movie, he goes crazy, and in a bar, and it's a really awesome scene. But it's a really good film. I highly recommend it. I don't think anyone else has put this movie on their list. I've seen a few top of these tag videos for this, and I don't remember seeing this movie, but it's a movie I've always it's like a cult movie. I've loved it since the first time I've seen it, and it's a proper good watch. I think it might be on Prime at the moment, on Amazon Prime. If you have not seen it, please check it out. You'll be glad you did. And if you like Exorcist 3 and you like Exorcist, you will like this film. I'm telling you, you will like this film. So yeah, that's my first recommendation. Well, it is a recommendation, but it's my first choice on this top 5 for 1980. And at number 4, it is Alligator, directed by Louis Teague, who also made Cujo and Cat's Eye. And this is like a nature run amok film. It's like one of the movies that came out after Jaws, like a Jaws rip-off. Like there was Piranha, and then there was this movie, and I think there was one with a killer whale. I can't remember what that was called, but this one is proper good film. And the alligator, man, that alligator's scary. It's like he's like Jaws is scary. The shark, this alligator, man, is proper scary. It's huge, it's massive. It's flipping massive, and it's tearing down the bloody in the city, and it's chomping on people, and its mouth is like whoa. So it's proper scary. I mean, the movie itself is just enjoyable. It's like a thrill ride film, but it's proper menacing. This alligator, I've got to tell you, is really well made, and it's got a good story, and it's just a super satisfying film to watch from beginning to end. I think I only watched it recently after a long time, and it really holds up. It's not boring at all, and the effects hold up. The alligator looks great, man. It looks proper good. I don't know if these are miniatures or whatever, but it looks proper good. And like I said, man, it chomps on a lot of people, kids, everything. Yeah, man, it makes you proper scared of alligators. It's I've got to say, I think Crawl from a couple of years back is a better film. Yeah, I think that's a bit more suspenseful film, and a bit more of a thrill ride. But the alligator and alligators could kick that ones from Crawl. It could eat them up because it's so bloody big. But anyway, yeah, I've not seen the sequel, but that alligator is an awesome film, and that's my number 4 pick. And let's see what number 3. And my number 3 pick is The Changeling, which is George C. Scott, directed by Peter Medak. And this is another movie where I didn't actually get I kind of wish I had seen it when I was younger, but I didn't see it until I was like proper grown up. I'd heard about it, it just wasn't available. Not like now where you can sort of find almost anything you want to find. But that was a movie that I only got to watch it when I just kind of managed to get somebody, I think, to take off Sky for us. And it's a great movie. It's so good. It's even as an adult, it's chilling in places. It really is. It's a really good story. Acting, of course, George C. Scott acting is proper good. The only thing I'd say is when you do watch it, it might feel quite familiar, because I kind of feel like it's being plagiarized quite a lot, this movie, a lot of the scenes. So it might feel quite familiar. You feel like you've seen it before, but it's a really good film. Got plenty of suspense, and really nice story, like the way everything ties up at the end. So yeah, my number 3 spot goes to The Changeling. And moving on, number 2. I don't know why I'm looking at the sheet, because I know what number 2 is, and it's The Shining, Stanley Kubrick, Jack Nicholson. What can you say about The Shining? It's an absolute classic, isn't it? And I love it. It's cool, it's great. It's like like the most well constructed horror film ever made. I'll go and say that. It's not my favourite or anything, but it's you can just tell, man, it's just quality from beginning to end. Every scene, every shot is just perfect. And the only thing I've got to say is, I don't know, I've seen it quite a few times and I know it gets parodied quite a lot, and I kind of find Jack Nicholson's performance quite comical. I don't know, it's he's very over the top, isn't he? And it's like the quintessential Jack Nicholson performance, but I kind of find it quite funny now. It's not, kind of takes away from how chilling the movie is, his performance. Even though I love it, it's really enjoyable, but it's not scary or anything in it. Except when he's got the axe, he's pretty scary with the axe, I've got to say. Anyway, that was number 2, The Shining. Only one movie can take the place of The Shining at number 1, and that is, probably already know, it is John Carpenter's The Fog. Come on, my son. I've talked about this movie a gajillion times, but it is a fantastic film. All the way through, from beginning to end. Right from the bit of the beach where they tell the story, John Houseman tells the ghost story, and then straight afterwards you have all these scenes of weird things happening between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. After that, that's like 10 minutes into the movie and you're pulled in, and that's it. You're with the film the whole way through. It's got amazing music, and it's so atmospheric, and I love the scenes with the fog and the lights in the fog, and you can just kind of see something in the fog, but you can't see that clearly. Oh, it's amazing. It's so good. The Fog is fantastic. It's John Carpenter's just working his magic through the whole film. Yeah, man, peak John Carpenter there, The Fog. So that's why it makes my number 1 spot, The Fog. That's it, that's that tag done. Let's move on to the next tag. And the next tag is Top 10 talked about horror films I have not seen. And this one is, that's the reason why I did 2 tags, because I wasn't quite sure what to do with this one, because it's kind of hard to talk about movies that you haven't seen, because like, I mean, what do you want me to say about them? I can't really comment on them because I have not seen them. So I'll quickly whiz through them. It's not exactly 10 movies. It's just, I just made a list, and when it seemed like enough, I just stopped. Quite a few films there. Mostly, I don't know the reason for this, but it's mostly sort of slashes and franchise movies. A bunch of those I haven't seen either. So anyway, I'll just whiz through them. And the first one kind of ties in with the last tag because it's made in 1980, and that is Maniac. I have not seen Maniac. Everyone tells me, go watch Maniac, it's awesome, it's really, really good. I have seen clips, but I've not actually seen the full film. It just doesn't seem like my cup of tea. The whole sort of vibe of the movie, I kind of feel like I'm not going to enjoy it, you know. That's mostly why I watch horror films, is because I want to enjoy the movies and, you know, just have a good time. And that doesn't really look like a lot of fun to me. And it's not a scary film, is it? So that's what I like. I like a good time, a thrill, and a scare. So that Maniac seems like it's neither of those things, but I could be wrong, because like I said, I've not seen it. I did see the remake, and it did have the kind of vibe I was thinking the first Maniac's going to have, and I didn't really enjoy that movie. But eventually I will see it. And that's the first one, Maniac, and the second one is another kind of slasher, and that is Terrifier, which I haven't seen. And again, loads of people been saying, gotta watch Terrifier, it's amazing, it's really, really good. But like Maniac, it just doesn't seem like the movie I'm gonna enjoy and get a kick out of. So even though everyone's telling me watch it, I'm like, yeah, I will watch it eventually. But actually, funny thing is, I've just got Shudder on through Prime, and Terrifier's on it. I mean, if it was on Prime normally or on Netflix, I probably would have watched it by now. But it's just because it's not like talking to us, it doesn't speak to me. I haven't sorted it out. But it is on Shudder, so I am planning on watching it. So maybe by the time this comes out, this video, I might have already watched it. You ask me in the comments, so what do you think of Terrifier? And I'll say, I fucking loved it. Oh shit, I swore. Right. I really liked it. Or, nah man, don't get it. But we'll see. Next on the list is, alright, this might be a surprise. The next one on the list is Scream 3. So, how have I not seen Scream 3? Well, the thing is I have seen Scream 3, but I haven't seen all of Scream 3. I've seen about half an hour of Scream 3, and then I just lost interest. So, this is going back to when it came out, maybe a year or two afterwards. Yeah, it was a couple of years after it came out, when I managed to like have the opportunity to watch it. And I watched it for about half an hour, and then I wasn't really like digging it at all, and then I stopped watching it. And then maybe a few years after that, the same thing happened, the exact same thing happened. It came up, and I thought I started watching it, and then I just lost interest, and I haven't seen it since. So like twice I've seen the first half an hour of Scream 3, but I've not seen the whole film. But going by that first half an hour, I don't think I'm missing very much. So yeah, Scream 3, isn't that strange? Because you all know how much I love Scream 1. Don't say nothing about my Scream, I love my Scream. Anyway, so yeah, I saw Scream 4. It's the only one that's on streaming at the moment. And Scream 5's coming out, so I watched Scream 4, and bloody hell man, what a blow of pants that movie was. I didn't like it much when it first came out, but I'd liked it even less this time around. I don't know man, it's not funny, it's not scary, it's not clever. It's got good kills, I'll give it that, it's got good kills. I enjoyed the kills. But man, there's like, I watched that movie and I don't know, for some reason it was annoying me when it was on. I was like, why is it like this? Why is it not more enjoyable? Why is it not like cool? And you know, like, why does it not have the vibe? And it just didn't. I don't know man, that Scream 4 was poo. I hope Scream 5 is better. I've heard mixed things, mostly positive, like some like super duper positive, but I don't know how much I trust those reviews. And then I've seen more balanced ones, and I'm like, right, we'll see. I mean, I am looking forward to it. I've not seen it. I'm not even seen the trailer yet for it. I am looking forward to it. Fingers crossed, man. This could be the one that's gonna kickstart 2022. Anyway, next is alright, here's one. This is a bit embarrassing. This, I have never seen a Universal horror film. I've never seen Dracula, never seen Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I've never seen any of them. The only one I've seen is Abbott and Costello. Those ones, meet Wolfman and Invisible Man, and they're really good. But I've never seen those original Universal movies. Never seen any of them. And what's even worse, I've never seen the Hammer Dracula movies or the Hammer Frankenstein movies. Never seen them. It is what it is. Yeah, never seen them. Right, next is... Alright, here's another one. Another slasher. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. I've never seen it, mate. From 2006. That's one that's been gathering a lot of steam over the years, and people say it's really good. And what I've heard of it, actually it does sound good. It sounds like something I might actually enjoy. It just hasn't come like in my view, like it's not been like readily available for me to watch. So, and I haven't really sorted out. But it's one of the ones people mention it, and but when they haven't mentioned it, it goes out of your mind, and then someone will mention it again, and you go, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that movie, and I never got round to it. So that's another one, Rise of Leslie Vernon. So actually I haven't checked if that's on Shudder. I should do. But yeah, I might be on a streaming site. I might check that. But yeah, that's another one I've not seen. And right, look, here's a bunch of franchise movies I have not seen. Right, you've probably not seen them either. But I don't know if any of them are any good. Maybe somebody can tell me. I've never seen a Subspecies movie. I've never seen a Human Centipede movie. I've never seen a Basket Case. Never seen any of the Basket Cases. Ghoulies. Never seen Ghoulies. Never seen Ghoulies 2. I have seen Ghoulies 3. I didn't like it. The Feast franchise. I've never seen any of those movies. Toxic Avenger. Class of Nukem High. Trauma films. I've never seen any of those franchises. Right. Puppet Master. Demonic Toys. Doll Man. The only one I've seen out of all those is that most recent Puppet Master film, which was called, I wrote it down, The Littlest Reich. I saw that. I think it was alright, it wasn't bad. But I've never seen any others. I think there's like 10 of them or something. I've not seen them. The Demonic Toys, I've never seen any of them. This Doll Man thing, I've not seen them. Okay, moving on. Boogeyman. I've never seen those early 80s Boogeyman films. Boogeyman 1, Boogeyman 2. With like a little, like a mirror in his, I don't know mate, I've not seen it. I've never seen those movies either. I don't know if they're any good. Right, here's another one. Castle Freak. I've never seen Castle Freak. The original from 1995, I've not seen it, and the remake that just came out like last year, not seen that either. So I know Ben from Cadaver Club, he digs the first Castle Freak. I haven't mean to watch it though, but nope, not yet, not watched that yet. What else is there? Possession, 1981, Sam Neill. That Possession. I've not seen that movie. I heard it's wild and crazy. It doesn't seem like a scary film. I don't know. I feel like a movie called Possession, it should, you know, have something to do with possession, but I think it's not that type of film. But I heard it's like a surreal sort of film, so I don't know. And I love Sam Neill actually. I should really, one day I will watch that film. And that comes to the end. I think that was more than 10. Have I missed anything out there? I don't think I have. Right, and that concludes the 2 tags. I hope that was interesting. I do enjoy doing tags, because normally when the questions, what they come up, it requires quite a lot of thought and quite a lot of research, and I do enjoy, you know, looking these things up. I mean, if somebody had said to me, what's your favourite movie, top 5 movies from 1980, I would be able to pick maybe 2, at the stretch 3, but you know, looking through the whole list and thinking about them and thinking about how good they are, how much of a classic they are, and how they made you, how the effect they had on you when you first time you watched them, and the effect they have on you now when you watch them, and making up a list, it's good, man. It's I'm gonna enjoy watching this back in a few years time and seeing if it's the same list then as it is now. Who knows? The Fog will be number 1 though. It will always be number 1. Same with these the movies I've not seen. I didn't realise I've not seen half of those movies until I went through and started just looking at loads of horror films and I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that one. Anyway, I should have scripted this. I'm babbling on. Right, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I hope you found some interest in that video, and I will catch you guys later. Take care, chillers. So long.